Bruce, what's up, man? This is Elvis. I just wanted to get this video sent over to you as promised, and go over a couple of things that you can do here on your website to overall increase your traffic and bring in more customers. So, wanted to say real quick, you got a gorgeous site, by the way. It looks like you've put in a lot of work setting this thing up to look real good. So I just want to give you props on that because this is better than 75% of the plumbing sites I've seen on the internet. So, good job on that. But getting right into it, I just wanted to go over a few different things that I noticed, just glancing at your website really quick and doing a little bit of research on competition and all that kind of stuff. First thing is that I want to point out is the market that you're targeting on your website is Denver. So Denver's trusted plumbing service, all that kind of stuff. And you've got a lot of service areas, obviously. So that's good. But the thing is Denver is obviously a lot bigger of a city than, say, a place like Aurora. And so because of that, you're going to have a lot more competition. And let me just illustrate that in numbers here. So basically what I did here, I've got a tool that I use to look at the search volume for certain keywords and phrases and terms and all that kind of stuff. So you can see right here, plumber Denver, and then plumber Aurora. So it's, almost similar search volume, but if you look over here, this is the keyword difficulty. So this is just telling you how hard it's going to be for you to rank for this term. And so plumber Denver has a keyword difficulty of 50, whereas plumber Aurora has a keyword difficulty of 25. So what that means is that ranking for plumber Denver is going to be twice as hard compared to ranking for plumber Aurora when you're getting almost the same search volume. So what I would recommend in a strategy is focus on Aurora, maybe make some more content about plumbing in Aurora, so that way it's just easier on you. It doesn't take as long for you to get up to that first page, and then you'll still be able to get some traffic. And then once you've established that, maybe you can make a second page about plumbing in Denver and then kind of go after that. So that's really one thing. Everybody likes to go after the big markets, but nobody ever really focuses on the smaller markets, and that's where the money can be made because everybody's kind of looking over that stuff. So that was just a real quick thing. The second thing that I wanted to talk to you about, and it already looks like you're doing a pretty good job at it as it is, but that's content. And so what do I mean by that? Well, focusing on authoritative content about the service that you provide is going to show Google that you are relevant and you are topical about plumbing in Aurora. And so you've got a lot of good content on here already. You've got some reviews. That's awesome. You've got some of those main keywords that you want in the content, like plumbing services, plumbing and draining. So, and then, like I said, going through here and adding some more, a few more paragraphs and then changing stuff to like Aurora, so that way Google reads in and sees that, that's what you're doing there. And you've got a huge opportunity too here to talk about each different, little thing that you do. So, going in depth with all of this service just shows Google when they come here and read your site. It just shows them that you're going to be more relevant to what you're talking about here. So and let me illustrate that for you too really quick, because I wanted to show you how important content is, and really like the number one website that can give you a kind of good idea of what content would do. So I'm just going to search monkey wrench. So first page that pops up is Wikipedia, and you can see why it's the number one page, because when you come through here, and it's still not a lot of content, that goes to show that you really don't need to put you don't need to be writing novels about this stuff, but you've got a pretty decent amount of content here that is talking about monkey wrenches and the origins and history and all that kind of stuff. So when Google sees that information is relevant to what you're talking about, then you're gonna just naturally rank higher, because Google wants to provide the most relevant experience to its users. So translating that to your site here, with some of the strategies that I kind of explaining to you, just targeting some of these keywords, adding, plumber Aurora CO, drain cleaning, and you can see here, these are the amount of searches that are coming in each month for these search terms. And so, all of this kind of stuff adds up. So when you write more content with these keywords in that content, then you're going to, naturally start boosting your presence on Google. So that's something that you can do consistently on a regular basis to help out. Now, another thing that I wanted to point out to you, and this is the same tool that I use in looking at your website in particular, is backlinks. And so let me just explain backlinks really quick. I'm sure you might have an understanding of what it means, but basically a backlink is any website that's other than your own that you've got your actual URL listed on the website. So right here, you've got one on findfreefund.com. Looks like a directory site, maybe. Not sure what that is, but so you can see other websites got their links on there, and then scroll down and boom, there's yours. So if you look at the bottom left over here, you can see that this image is linking to your website. So that's a backlink. And so the more that you have, and the better quality websites that you're getting your links from, the better your results are going to be on Google. Google kind of sees it as a vote. So the more votes that you're getting from other websites, the better the results are going to be when it comes to your organic rankings. And so I'll show you that, with an illustration as well. Going over to Royalty Plumbing, I'm sure you know who they are, but you can see that they've got 2,300 backlinks coming from 341 different websites. And so, you can see those all down here. And so they're just adding, ton of different, and you can see here too. So this is their anchor text. So this is basically just the text that shows up when you click the link. And so they're using a few different ways to kind of advertise their website on different sites. They got Plumbing Aurora, Colorado, Royalty Plumbing, what kind of plumbing help do you want? So those, changing that up a little bit is always going to be helpful. But I would start with just finding more places to list your website. And what I'll do is I'll send you a couple of these links here. I found some in Aurora. These are all just business directories. And so a lot of these ones you can just add a business for free, or you can pay a small fee to have your business listed on one of these sites. But just the more that you have and the higher quality that the website is providing is going to bring you some great results. So I'll send that information along with the video, so that way you've got some of that. And then last thing that I wanted to bring up, and it's a real small thing, but it's something that doing research in your area and looking at the competitors' websites, they're not doing this. And so this can just give you that extra edge up as far as, something that you've got on your website that nobody else has. And that has to do with your images and what the file name is on these images. So if we go to, your pictures right here, and we go save as, you can see this is the name of your image right here, which is a bunch of numbers. So you can keep going to each one of them and see. So this one's kind of good. You got faucet installation, so you got a little bit of keywords in there. So basically, if you go in here to your site and you change the name of your images to some of these keywords, like drain cleaning, and it doesn't matter, like if you've got drain cleaning on this image of a bathroom, Google's not going to see that and say like, oh, it's a bathroom, not drain cleaning. Like, Google doesn't care. Google just wants to know that what your website is about is relevant to the services that you're providing. So adding some of these keywords, Plumber Aurora, changing this image to Plumber Aurora CO, that kind of stuff. Like I said, is just stuff that your competition's not doing right now. I've checked a lot of their websites and they're not doing it. So Google will see that you are doing it, and will make you more relevant to some of those search terms. So that was just a few things real quick that I wanted to send over to you. If you've got questions on any of that, or if you want to know any more about some other things that you could do, let me know. I'd be more than happy to talk with you and just give you any more advice that I can offer. But other than that, I hope you enjoy this video. I had a lot of fun making it, and I hope to speak to you soon. Thanks, Bruce.